Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to the 144,000 men out there that are out there pushing this truth on the highways and hedges. All right, in all righteousness, truth, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to the rest of the, of the elect out there, the 1/3 that consists of men, women, and children. All right, and the speckled birds that are scattered through all four corners of the earth that are looking to be delivered in these last days. All right, so this is an article that I came across on the People's Voice. All right, and as I suspected, myself, I believe that this was a Black Swan event. All right, just through, this just through some of the things that I've seen, and some of the things that other brothers, been bringing forth. The information has been coming forth. So me personally, I believe that this is a Black Swan event. I believe that this is, something that's going to lead, that's going to lead to something, further or something bigger that happened, man. All right. From what I know, this bridge, was a big, pretty much a very, very busy route, for hazardous materials from what I read. So, and one of the main things, that caught my attention was, how, they were talking about, how it was that gas was one of those materials, that go in and out this port. All right. But me personally, man, I believe that, this was a Black Swan event, and, not only that, two more other events, taking place. I believe there was a fire on one bridge, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's also in Maryland, if I'm not mistaken. And there was another bridge, that had some infrastructure, problems that it's actually falling apart, man. So, we got to be on the lookout, man, for these things, man, because these things could lead, to bigger events. All right. But we know, all these things that are happening, are, the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. So, pretty much, man, we shall see what's going to take place, from this event, from now leading up to, the eclipse, April 8th. All right. And this, just happened days after, the Passover, man. All right. The Heavenly Father is bringing judgment, man. All right. So it says the Baltimore barge disaster was a Black Swan event, says General Flynn. All right. So General Flynn believes that this was a Black Swan event. It says General Michael Flynn has raised question about the Baltimore barge disaster. 6 people are missing, presumed, and dead after the container ship hit the landmark of the Francis Scott Key Bridge. And Francis Scott Key, is one of the people, one of the Edomites. He actually created that, or he made that song, Star Strangled Banner or something like that. It's the song that we would sing before, sports events, basketball games, things like that. All right. Star Spangled Banner. That's what it's called. All right. So it's kind of that to me. I look at that as a sign, as an omen. All right. And the infrastructure falling like that, man. That just shows you right there. Babylon the Great is through, man. And him being the Edomite and Francis Scott, that just showed you. Esau Edom's infrastructure is falling. You see, Babylon is falling, man. All right. So to me, that was an omen. All right. It says in the U.S. city of Baltimore on Tuesday, causing it to collapse. It says the bridge snapped and plunged into Patapsco River after a Singapore flag dolly container ship crashed into it. The White House and federal government agencies very quickly concluded that the incident was an accident and not an act of terrorism. All right, or Salaki, I shouldn't have said that, but T-ism. All right, so to me, man, it didn't seem like an accident, man. The way, it headed straight, for, the base of the bridge like that, man. It just didn't make sense. And if you kind of, if you look back at that movie, Leave the World Behind, when it lost power, and it couldn't stop, it's kind of likened to that a little bit if you kind of think about it. But, you know, um, I don't know, man. Just from a lot of things that I hear, I heard that when boats go off route like that, they have other boats that'll come down there immediately and guide it away. And I heard that the people that were on the ships, Ukrainians. One was Ukrainian, and the rest were Indians. And so who knows, man? Who knows? What really took place. But me personally, through the spirit, I believe that this is a Black Swan event, man. And these and from this event here, things are going to continue to things are going to continue to escalate from here, man. All right. It says the White House and federal government agencies very quickly concluded that the incident was an accident and not act of terrorism. According to the Bloomberg, Josh Wingrove authorities are heavily downplaying the risks of foul play here. And right here, this is Josh Wingrove. It says Maryland Transport Secretary Paul Winfield says the search effort is ongoing and the crews were working on the bridge at the time, meaning they're searching the water now for both traffic and crews. It says authorities are heavily downplaying the risk of foul play here. We don't see anything that relates to that at this time. It is an open investigation, but there is nothing that points to that, Winfield said. No indication as now of nefarious intent per the White House. The following video, President Trump's former national security advisor and retired Lieutenant General Michael Flynn joined Alex Jones live to give his expert analysis of the Baltimore bridge disaster. He says, "We can take the idea that this Baltimore bridge collapse was a T attack off the table, and absolutely we cannot do that." So I believe, through this, personally, I believe that this was a Black Swan event, all right, and I believe Esau, has things, up his sleeve, man. What's Revelations 12:12, he shall go out having great wrath, all right. And like I said before, not only that, there was other events that happened, just hours after that, all right. So, Esau Edom, man, he's got something cooking, man, and we shall see what he has going, man, but we got to stay prayed up, all right. But with that being said, let's get 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, "Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Right, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's plans. You see, because we know, we know from what the scriptures tell us, that this devil, is going to come down having great wrath. You see? And so, Esau Edom, he has an agenda to push, man, because, he has a short time, man. All right. And, Satan, this devil, man, he's not going to get an advantage over us, man. He's not, because, of the scriptures, man. These scriptures expose, Esau Edom's plans, man. All right. So, that gives us, a foreshadow of what's to come. All right. But, we see, that Esau Edom is getting ready to come down with the hammer. All right. Let's get the book of Psalms 7:14. It says, "Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehoods." All right. So, these devils, man, they're constantly thinking up evil plans, man. You see? And they think of lies. They think of ways, to cover it up. We know that this, was a plan of Esau Edom. We know that Esau Edom, orchestrated this, man, But ultimately, it was, through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, put it on his mind to orchestrate these things, man, to attack the infrastructure of Babylon the Great. All right. It says he made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into a ditch which he made. All right. So eventually, Esau Edom, man, he's gonna fall into his own trap. All right. This is gonna backfire. This is gonna backfire on him, man. It says his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own plate. All right. So eventually, these things that Esau Edom is planning is gonna, eventually fall back on him. All right. And it's already falling back on him, man. All right. The prophets are exposing Esau Edom for, who he is, and what he is, his wicked plans, his wicked devices. All right. So, it's going to be a lose-lose situation for Esau Edom, man. All right. So let's get the book of Psalms. (36), and we'll get 3 and 4. It says, the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He hath left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. You see, he devises he thinks of wickedness, man. He plans wickedness upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. You see, he abhorreth not evil. You see. So Esau Edom, man, he's constantly planning things, man. He's constantly planning things. He's constantly, trying to find ways, destroy the Israelites, man. All right. He's constantly trying to find ways, to make lies. You see, to dumb down the people. All right. That's Esau Edom. You see. He's constantly trying to find ways to cover up his dirt, you see. But we all know at the end of the day, the truth is gonna come out, you see. What does the scripture says? There is nothing that shall be hidden, that shall be made manifest. Let's get that. Let's get that right there. That shall be made manifest. KJV. What is that? Every man's work shall be there's nothing that shall be hidden. Nothing that shall be hidden, made manifest. Let's see. Here we go. This is Luke 8:17. This is Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret. You see, for nothing is secret. It says that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. All right. So, there's nothing that's gonna be hidden, man. There's nothing that Esau could do, all right, to succeed. You see why? Because his plans are already through the word of the scriptures already they're already exposed, man. All right, they're already exposed. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, they're already exposed, man. So we can expect this devil to to plan more of these events like this, man. All right, we could expect that, and we know what's coming. All right. But ultimately, man, we got to see, what effects, this is going to have on Babylon the Great. And Lord willing, something big happens, man, especially, during the eclipse, Lord willing. All right. What is the book of, what is it? Micah 2:1. We'll finish off with that. Well, Micah 2:1. So it says, woe to the oppressors. You see, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. All right. You see, they practice these things, man. They're that's what they do. You see why? Because they're the wicked. All right. They're the wicked. All right. And they, and you know, the power was given unto them. All right. You see, the power was given unto them. All right, by who? By Yahweh Bashim Shai. Yahweh Bashim Shai gave them the authority and gave them the power. You see, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. All right. So you know Esau Edom, man, he thinks that he's gonna get away with this, man. But hey, you know, hey man, we're already ahead of the game, man. We already know Esau's plans. All right. So you know, like 2 Corinthians 2:11 say, lest we are ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, so you know we know this devil's going to come down having great wrath, and we shall see what's to come. All right, we shall see, you know, what other events are to come. After this, man. All right, so Lord willing, you know, I pray that this short lesson was edifying to you, brothers and sisters out there. All right, blowing the trumpet. All right, and I just pray, that, once again, that this lesson was edifying, to you brothers and sisters. And, this is Brother Nabala. Until the next lesson. Shalom, shalom.